We're back. Episode
Finally.
25. We have Cody back, and we have a special guest. A special guest that you have we've never talked about on the pod, and you've never heard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
They've been requesting me, I think. They don't know it, but they really wanted me on.
Who are you?
I was getting to it. Hey, I'm Logan. I'm Ethan's friend. I guess I could say I'm Cody's friend now, too.
Yeah,
he
sure.
nodded his head. That's good.
Yeah, me and Logan are.
I'm in radio.
We're radio students. He's one of my on-air partners. He just was on my after-hours show, and now he's on the podcast. We're getting
Double feature.
we're double feature. See if you can ruin 2 shows.
Putting in the hours and take what's ours.
Putting in the work.
Oh my God.
It's a good song.
What song is that?
The Terramana one, the Terramana rap with the rock.
Face off.
Oh,
we gonna
yes.
check your face off.
Yeah.
It's about drive.
I don't
it's
like-
about power. We stay hungry.
That's not
we
a
go
good
sour.
song.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good song?
I think it's good in the sense that.
Would you dance to it?
No.
So it's not a good
But
song.
I've definitely listened to it while getting ready for school in the morning because I have
It's my mentality.
It's like a hype up song. It's like that and the song Footloose from Footloose.
Those are 2 completely different songs.
Yeah, but they're like one is like get you ready, and then the other one's like we're gonna drink Terramana or tequila or something like that.
Those are 2 completely different
We go-
songs.
No, one of them is like gotta get Footloose, and the other is we go shake that face off.
Me and Ryan would just listen to the rock part.
Have you said the name of the podcast yet? Is that not important?
Why would it be important?
Maybe this is like someone's first ever listen.
Can they not read the title?
I was just gonna say.
Maybe they're
just
blind.
title.
Maybe they're blind.
How did they click on it?
There are text to speech. Oh, never mind.
If it's text to speech, they would know the
Never
name.
mind.
You're off the show. This is the Misyk And Maat Sports Talk Podcast, episode 25. We are 6 months in, which
That's
is
insane.
crazy to me. It's almost 6.5 months.
Yeah.
25 episodes in 6 months is crazy.
Well, mainly 1 month, 1 episode a week, and then last week was our first 2 episode week. We'll see.
pace.
We'll see if we can do that this week. I know I'm busy as fuck. I don't know about Cody.
I'm pretty busy.
Like, dude,
I can't be there if anyone's wondering.
we're gonna have Logan host his own episode.
Episode 30 is a special episode.
Logan will
Where it's
host.
just
You'll
me.
host your own episode, but you won't tell us that you recorded it, and you'll just upload it. And
Be
be
like,
you're
"How-
welcome.
Logan, how'd you get the login info? I got my ways.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I got it.
Cody is back from Calgary. That's why he wasn't there last episode.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it.
You did.
How was
I
your trip?
listened.
Pretty.
It was great. 2 awesome games to go to.
That was the Edmonton and Arizona, which is, I think, just like schedule-wise, what like a back-to-back to have, like
Yeah.
one of your favorite teams, and then the battle.
No,
of
like
Alberta.
when me and my mom looked at the schedule like way beforehand, like we saw those games and my mom was like, we're going that weekend.
No, like, and like 2 great games. They were like I couldn't watch the Arizona game because I was at the gym when it happened, but I did.
Arizona game was good.
Did you watch it?
I watched most of it. I always somehow forget to watch the third period.
No, every time that me and Logan on air have talked about, because we usually talk about the Oilers, because I think that's your team.
I'd say Oilers is my primary team, and then like the Golden Knights are my backup.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I've been a day one Golden Knights fan.
Not
Another person we
Mucky.
I
No.
was cheering for the playoffs. It's like we got the cup, boys, first year.
You sound like another person we know.
Yeah.
Mucky.
So extremely handsome. Like
He actually is pretty handsome.
I I got that in common. Golden Knights and handsome.
I didn't say you were handsome.
Well, you said I was just like him. So
Oh my God.
Kind. I can't. Have you actually been a day one fan?
yeah, I've been. I can confidently say that I've been a fan of them since day one.
We quizzed Mucky on his Golden Knights trivia his first time on, but I don't have those questions prepped.
Well, it looks like I passed. So
I win.
I win. I'm a better fan than Mucky.
No, but we usually talked about Oilers on our radio show because it's
Local.
it's our market, and
We talked about Toronto.
a little bit,
Yeah.
teeny tiny bit. If I had my way on our show, I would talk about like not our show here, the Misyk And Maat, but like I'm talking our radio show, me and
when
Logan.
well, it is your show when we're on, so I don't know why you don't.
because it's not. If I'm going to talk sports, I think it makes sense to talk about the locally relevant team, which is Edmonton. Even but every time I'm going through this whole story just to say every time that we talk about it, you're always like, yeah, watch that game, and then I'm like, okay, Logan, expand on that, and you're like, I missed the third period though.
You set me up to fail.
No, that one time you were like, I think it was 6-4. You're like, do you know? And you're just playing with me. I'm like, I actually have no idea.
Well, to be fair, I basically listened to the first period on the radio. I watched the second, and then I'm like, oh, Oilers got this, and then I don't watch the third, and half the time they lose.
Was that the Calgary game?
That game was awesome.
I thought the Calgary game they had it in the bag, but obviously they didn't.
So we'll go over the Arizona game first because I think the big game. I hit the mic. The big game is the Battle of Alberta. We'll talk about that.
Build up to it.
Fucking insane. I missed the game because I was at work, which sucks. How was the Arizona game? Where did you sit for that one? Because I know you sat in two different spots.
The Arizona game, we were row 9 in lower bowl, like perfect seats.
That's really good.
They were perfect seats.
So
but
you had lower bowl?
yeah,
Damn, man.
they're expensive, but it was worth it.
Worth it for that.
So those of you who saw on the Instagram account, I got a picture with Barrett Hayton and
Yes.
a puck.
Yes, I think that if you haven't seen the picture, go to our Instagram. Usually we plug at the end of the episode, but I want you to check out this picture because I think it's awesome.
I'm going to double check to
is.
see if I liked it.
Okay, we haven't even finished the episode and you're already trying to get on next episode. No, but it's Misyk and Maat Sports Talk. I think it's an awesome picture, and it's crazy that you actually got it.
No, because right when I held the jersey up right when he came out to warm-ups, and he saw it right away and smiled.
Well, here's I'm not dissing Barrett Hayton, but who has a Barrett Hayton
Well, that's
jersey?
what I'm like.
Gonna ask
Because
that.
I said that to my mom. I'm like, I don't think Barrett has too many big fans.
You're his number one fan. Well, didn't someone say that to you about the Toronto guy you liked? Is
Michael Bunting. I think
that guy's like, why got Nick Bunting?
Yeah, I think our teacher Dave Sawchuk was like,
Yes.
who's a fan of him?
I got that jersey for him.
It all connects because Cody got me that for was it Christmas or my birthday? It was my birthday, right?
It was your birthday, but it came at Christmas.
Yes,
double gift.
Because I got it online.
Double gift.
No, I'll never, because Cody told me, and it was a couple weeks before my B-Day, he's like, I got you this. And he's like, hopefully it shows up. And then my birthday rolls around. He's like, I have no idea.
I remember you were like, yeah, I might get a Bunting jersey if I save up. And I'm like, don't. And you're like, why? And I'm like,
Don't,
No, pretty much I was like, I think, because I don't know if we've told this story on the pod, but back when Michael Bunting was at Arizona, me and Cody, we loved him.
I still do love MB.
I don't know why we had such a fixation with Michael Bunting back then. I think it's because he had an insane point pace and just kind of an awesome Bunting's a cool name in my opinion.
I guess.
Bunting, the baseball.
Yes, Bunt.
I knew someone with the last name Bunting. I went to high school with him.
His name Michael
No, Brooks.
Brooks.
Brooks Bunting.
Brooks Bunting.
Weird name.
Yeah.
No, but
Bunting's kind of to you what Ryan Smith was to me when he played. It's a generational thing.
I want you to expand on that more because I want you to talk about that.
Which one?
The Ryan Smith thing,
okay.
not the generational thing.
Yeah. It's just you're so young.
You're 2 years older.
I'm 40 years old. It's crazy.
You're 3 years older. It's not a generational thing. No, but we had that fixation with Michael Bunting. I remember I went, if he ever signs with the Leafs, I'll get a Michael Bunting jersey. And then I remember I was driving home from my job because I worked as a professional cleaner then. And I was driving back. I didn't clean very professionally. I sucked at that job. I was driving back and I was listening because this is first day of free agency. I had it on the radio. And I don't remember who broke it, but I'm driving and I hear breaking news, Toronto signed Michael Bunting to a 2-year deal, and I went, holy fucking shit. And then the first red light I hit, I texted Cody, and I went, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, it's fucking
sent that
Bunting.
Post of him in his Toronto pajamas when he was 6.
It was meant to be.
Just like JT.
Yeah.
And soon to be Connor. Have you seen that picture of Connor McDavid holding the Leaf jersey?
Yeah,
bro.
you've sent that to me 8 times.
It's because I want to remind people.
You're one day, Cody.
He'll come home
They can't
one day.
afford Matthews and McDavid.
Yeah, they can. Very
think
easy.
Matthews will go to Arizona
Oh.
with
That
that
works.
3,000 fan arena.
Do you? I have so many things that I want to throw to. Do you actually think he'll go to Arizona?
Is there talks about it?
Maybe when he's old. I think it will happen one day.
I don't
He's
think
out
it'll
of his
happen at the end of his contract because he's obviously from Arizona.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, cool.
I don't know a lot
Get off
about
the show then.
Austin Matthews.
I think like him and Couturier are like the two of the like few from Arizona.
Matthew Nice, Toronto prospect, lighting up the NCAA,
Okay,
will come over
well,
and play for Toronto when
Good
they
for
sign him. He's actually a really good prospect.
Yeah.
Played in the Olympics, World Juniors, same year.
Nice.
No, I don't think he will go because I think Arizona's not a big enough market. That's just my personal opinion. Sorry, I turned my computer back on. Nobody saw what happened, but I did an awkward reach. I don't think he'll go to
Brady, Sally.
That's my favorite thing is especially when Hoomp is on, is you two will both just do stuff like they'll do stuff like action wise and then won't say what they did, and I'll be like, okay, explain it, and they'll be like, oh, I just did this, I did this.
Yeah.
That's a Brady, Sally.
No, I'll
You
never
talk about Tom Brady. I'm guessing, right?
No,
Oh, man.
Brady Kachuk.
Oh.
We don't talk about a lot of football.
We
Yeah,
talk
we're-
about Tom Brady.
We can. He came back at a
Yeah, he
retirement.
He did.
returned.
I was more like the son thing, but
Oh, well, how he makes out with his son.
yeah, I just love
Do
bringing
you
it
know
up.
that?
Yeah.
Everyone knows
Michael's
that.
showing me that video.
No, it's for people who don't know. There's a video of I think he's on a massage table and
He's
my
on,
God.
He's on like national television. He's on the news.
he's on the news, and I think he's laying on a massage table, and Tom Brady says to his son, he's like, "Come here and give your old man a kiss." And
no.
it's
He comes in, asks to go. He asks to like go. Like
you've seen this
time.
video a lot.
I have. I'm pretty sure I
my
saw
God.
the exact like news article, like the news like when it was on. He goes in. He's like, "Hey, Dad, can I use the computer?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, son." And he turns around to leave the room. Like he's like me right now, opening the door to leave. And he's like, "Son, where's my kiss?" And he
Oh
comes
my
over
God.
and he just and it's like a
It's a long
five,
one.
5 to 7 second kiss.
It's
It's passionate.
no the
Jesus.
don't talk about Tom Brady kissing his son
It's
passionately.
passionate. It's almost
We're not even 13 minutes in,
Not
and
real,
you're
real.
talking
Actually, we've
about
actually
It's like
talked
the,
about
it's like
so
the Zoe
much.
Kravitz comments about Jaden Smith. It's like that passionate.
what? Oh, the Zoe Kravitz. We can talk about.
Yeah,
that's
I got so
you've
much.
you've heard about
That's on
that,
Sports
obviously,
Center.
right?
What?
The Will Smith thing.
I
Yes.
want to talk about the Zoe Kravitz thing.
I want to talk about the Will Smith Chris Rock thing, but I want to do that at the end of the show,
Oh, okay.
or we can do that
Oh,
middle.
no, you have such a plan. I don't want to derail you.
I like to throw the things. No, but it's not like they don't like the kiss between him and his son isn't like.
He doesn't kiss his wife like that. That's for sure.
No, it's not like a passionate kiss, but it's uncomfortably long.
It's something a father and son should never share.
It shouldn't be that long.
He does it to his coach too. You know that? He did that to Belichick. Check. They did it too.
Are you serious?
100%?
Like you're not fucking with me?
No.
This is-
on my mama. No.
He kissed his old coach.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Tom Brady. I don't know how many people.
His
in the-
wife is a supermodel. Like, spend time kissing her, man.
I know. Hey, old man Bill Belichick, hot wife.
Nor hot son.
Logan,
Oh
shut
my
the.
God.
We are not even 15 minutes in. Here's the thing. When I was talking to Logan, I'm like, okay, I'd prefer you not say anything controversial, and he's already.
Cross the line, I guess.
Don't call his son hot, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm not. I'm saying
Allegedly.
allegedly. He might think his son is. Maybe he thinks his son is a looker. Maybe he's gonna like, oh, he's lucky with the ladies.
Logan. Here's what always happens is you always go off the rails and I want to reel you in, but usually I'm like, I'll let him go. And then after I'm like, why did you do that?
And then the line breaks.
Gotta,
No, the line breaks. So I'm stuck out there.
yeah, you're stuck out there and never come back. Okay.
I'm back.
We talked about the Arizona game.
You're
seen-
an Arizona. Sorry, you're an Arizona fan too, then, as
Yeah.
well as Calgary. Why Arizona? Can I ask that, or is that already established?
Not- Too personal, bro.
Oh, my bad. What, they like a coyote saved your life, and you're like, I'm dedicating myself to the
Could you
Arizona
imagine?
Coyotes. You're
Could
raised
you
by
imagine?
coyotes.
He saves your life and you're like, I know what to do now.
I got.
I don't know if you've ever talked about that on the show. You probably have.
I think
25
I
episodes.
have. It was because of Domi, because he got drafted there after World Juniors.
Ty Domi. I know
No,
that guy.
That's his
his-
son. I mean, that's it. That's
no,
his father.
that's his father.
Yeah, the commercial guy. He does the phone commercials.
Does he? Does Ty Domi do phone
You
commercials?
didn't know about that?
No.
He did phone commercials for like You know about this. You have to know about this.
No.
Cross country calling. He's like, don't gun the box like I did.
Oh my gosh,
Get
Ty.
the phone plan today. And that was like for years on the air. Always during hockey. Are you both searching it up?
Yeah.
I just had like 2 things today.
Oh my-
Comwave telephone commercial.
Comwave telephone commercial.
Home
It's
internet
so good.
and phone. What the?
We can't
They
play
probably
it.
pay better than the NHL.
Comwave, no.
You don't think so?
Maybe when Ty Domi played, because they didn't. When Ty Domi
That's what
played,
I mean. Like he probably got paid more from Comwave than the NHL.
probably not Comwave, because I don't think people know what Comwave is.
Remember when
Sure about
Ty
that?
Domi fought a fan in the penalty box?
What?
Do you not know about that?
No. You don't know about the phone commercial. I get to not know about this.
Here's the thing. I think he got some penalty, and I don't remember. Do you remember what happened?
No.
Some
This
fan was either-
before I was born, most likely.
Some fan was either banging the glass or they were doing something. And I think he fell over. I think the glass pane broke and the fan fell over, and Ty Domi just beat the shit out of that fan. Like you
Did
can't.
you get in trouble?
I don't remember. I wasn't.
He pulled a Smith.
There's a reason that Ty Domi has the most penalty minutes in Toronto's franchise history.
That's crazy.
It's because he does lunatic shit.
I almost fought a fan when I played football.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I almost pulled him over the.
Do you want to tell that story?
Can I real quick?
Tell that
Okay.
story, and then I want to throw to the Battle of Alberta.
Sorry, I mean, no. We're so far from it. We're not gonna come back. So tell the Battle of Alberta first.
No, I want you to tell this story, and then we'll get into.
You sure? Okay. Yeah.
Let me
so,
run
okay,
my
okay,
show.
Okay. So I play football.
I have a plan.
Does he do this a lot?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. You shit.
You good?
Okay. Yeah.
tell your
No.
story.
So. Yeah, I played football for 10 years. Like
It's
how
a long
like
time.
it's a long time, and I hate it now. I don't want to play it now.
Actually?
So. Well, I quit before grade 12. Like my last year was grade 11. So.
Oh, I guess.
Do you know like the tiers like bantam, midget, all those ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a bantam game. And
Not a bantam game.
you know Foot Field, like the
Yeah.
yeah, we're at Foot Field. It's a championship game. It's like at 8 p.m. It's already a late game. Game went till like midnight, till like 11 p.m. and it was like 9 p.m. right at that point. It was still the first half. Like
Did you fight a fan because you were tired?
No, because can I swear?
Yes.
Yes.
He's being a bully. He's being a
Oh,
bully.
Oh,
can
I
I
know.
swear
Sorry,
he's
guys.
being a bully?
Sorry, folks.
He's being mean.
It was
like,
actually
you're so mean.
It was actually a player from like the Pee Wee division who was sitting behind our bench in the bleachers. So
Get bullied from someone
so,
in
like-
Pee Wee.
Cody and I are
Like
sitting
grade
at this
7.
table, sitting at.
You got
Yeah,
bullied
it's
by
like in
someone in grade
grade
7 when you were in
seven.
like grade
in high
9.
school, and I was about to fight a 7th grader. So kind of like this is where the sideline is, where me and Cody are sitting.
Yeah.
And imagine the stands are right, like the glass that's right behind me. And
Can
so
you
this
describe
kid-
it to the people
Okay,
listening?
so we're in a room. You know what a room is, right, everybody?
No.
So there's a table that Cody and I are sitting at with 2 mics.
You're almost as bad as
We're-
explaining this as Ryan
we're
is.
right along a wall, which leads out into the hallway that connects to the room.
Just measure feet. The Oh my
Can I
god.
just continue?
Yes,
Okay,
just
so
keep
he's
going.
He's in the bleachers, and he's like, we're losing. He's just fucking chirping us, and he's like, yo, you guys suck.
He's a
like,
buddy, you're
We
bad.
can play better than you guys. Oh, you
He's
should
like-
have
He's
thrown
like,
it.
L.
Should have thrown it. Oh, you should have seen that. And I just turn around and I'm like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna pull you down and beat the shit out of you.
Logan, what the
Our trainer, like at the time, my best friend's mom was like Logan, calm down, and then she's like, you get the hell out of here. So that's my story.
Nice.
a good one.
You threatened to beat up like a 13-year-old.
No, I mean they're like, hey Logan, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Leave it all on the field. Do you not like getting chirped?
No, I don't know.
Something you guys can bond over.
Oh yeah.
I hate getting chirped, especially by him.
Our
Mine is
first
more of like I just like get frustrated too quickly. So it's like, especially at football, like emotions are high. I just got angry.
our
really
first baseball game, me and Cody were on different teams. We played each other, and Cody was not happy with me after the game.
Because I'm trying to take an at bat and relax, and all I hear behind me is Ethan. He's like, "Hey!"
quick. He still does.
He's like, "Oh, it's a strike."
Here's the thing, I'm still gonna do it.
He still does that, but just in like general life.
Well, we should be on the same team this year, so
Fingers crossed.
Oh, you still do baseball?
Our final year.
Oh, nice.
throw a dirty knuckle curve. We could be a 1-2 punch out of the bullpen.
That would be awesome if we could be a 1-2 pitching
I
punch.
could be a setup. You could be closer.
I'd rather set up because then I don't.
Close.
I'd rather set up because then if you blow it, it's not on me.
Oh, that's smart.
That's on you.
Plus, if Ethan loads the bases, then I'll come in and close it out.
Mm.
You're like, I walked the bases loaded.
I did. I pitched one time in our baseball season. I walked the bases loaded. We had a 1-run lead, and somehow I didn't give up a run.
Nice.
I got out of it somehow.
And you're
Pick
not,
off at
You're
the-
not in the pros.
You kind of go in Brad Hand mode.
Yeah, but Brad Hand, when he was with the Blue Jays, would blow the games.
Yeah.
I picked up the save. I remember our catcher, Connor, picked off a guy at third for our first out. Second one, I struck the guy out. And then third one, ground ball to third. Third baseman was total coach's kid, so he couldn't throw the ball, but he played third because he's the coach's kid. And I remember he picked it up, and he was going to throw it to first, and I yell, third, because I don't want that kid throwing the ball.
Gosh.
And he was like ready to throw it, and then he stopped, and he stepped on the bag for the force. I wiped.
He could have just touched the bag, and he's like,
No, he was gonna throw it, and like I don't want to be a dick, but I knew he was gonna. It was either gonna be right there or it was gonna be fucking wild. So I'm yelling third, and he cocks it back to throw it, and then I look at him and he rethinks and he just steps on it, and I wipe away sweat. I'm like, I don't, because if he throws it away, that's like 3 runs.
yep.
We're
That's
fucked.
the game.
That's all on you too.
That's not on me. I got the ground ball. I had the final out right
Here's a
there,
good
and if
point,
he
though.
throws it away, I don't think that's on me, in my opinion.
But Battle of Alberta.
Yes, the Battle of Alberta. So, Cody, you went to
Big
2
game.
games. We've mentioned that you went to the Arizona game, and obviously
Oh,
the
Arizona game, Johnny also sniped his 200th career goal. That was pretty sick.
didn't you see 2 first NHL goals too?
Yeah, Michael Carconi
Leaf
and like
legend?
that Kolonchikov or whatever. I don't know.
I
how
don't
to
know
say
his
name.
I don't know his name, but I know that was his first goal. I
Yeah,
know
it
Michael
was.
Carconi, Leaf legend, traded for Josh Levo. And then he was.
Flames legend.
It all comes back. That must have been cool.
I also saw the Baconator up close.
Yeah, Nick
and
Ritchie.
Louis. It was actually pretty cool.
Was Jay playing?
Yep. I also saw a Dyson Mayo Arizona jersey. I saw Jay Beagle and a Dyson Mayo jersey.
For
Dyson
people,
Mayo Oil King legend.
he doesn't know. That is, it's cool. It's cool when you see players you watched when you were younger on the Oil Kings actually make it.
Yeah, it's
Kidding.
actually pretty cool.
Did you used to go to Oil Kings games when you were younger?
I probably went to 1 or 2. I went to high school with a Kings player.
Who?
I don't know. I used it in my social studies class.
I once
Sal had like a thing where like they would like work with the Oil Kings. They had like a room for them. It was like the Oil Kings room, and like players would go there and they go to school and like they'd be like, oh yeah, like we'll help you like focus your studies and your sports.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
first Oil King game I went to, I cried when the horn went off, and I was like, "Can we go home?"
I did that, but it was an Oiler Arizona game, and I
Oh my
know
God,
it was.
I saw
I
the
thought it was an
Yotes.
Oiler Flame game,
But we know.
but I know because me and Logan were looking at my dad's Facebook, and there's a picture of me, and it's captioned "First Oiler Game," and we searched up the date, and it was an Arizona game.
What was the score?
We checked too. Oilers lost.
Oh hell yeah,
It was
Yotes
an
dub.
Arizona dub.
I think it was like 5-1. I didn't
Oh,
stay
you
the whole
damn
game.
right.
It wasn't close.
I didn't stay the whole game because I remember I was scared. I think I was scared at my first few games for like a while, like especially Oil Kings games when you're down low in the lower bowl.
Yeah.
That horn is fucking loud.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just. I don't think you should just bring kids to games like that because they're just gonna get
I
scared
think
of the horn.
I think you should because I think it builds passions in them.
Oh,
Like
for
I don't
sure,
I don't think
And
if I
it's
went to
an Oil King game's less money.
Oil King games they're cheaper. There's
like-
less people,
like $20, right?
Yeah.
give or
And
take
then season
20.
tickets are cheap too.
They're not like overly cheap. I don't think, but like
Cheaper than Oilers.
100%. You could here's the thing is I'd love to get Oil King season tickets, but like I don't think I'd have the time. It'd be so much fun though. Especially when they're like I'd hate to have season tickets when they're bad.
Yeah.
They're on a run.
Like
right
I'd
They're
get
really good.
like to get like a playoff pass for this year would be sick
That's something I want to look into.
because they're probably gonna go far this year.
The thing is, though, they've been on a run for a past couple years.
It
So,
sucks
like,
with
imagine,
COVID.
Like they do really good this year, and you're like, I'm getting the tickets next year.
No,
They're gonna be
Next
bad
season,
next
they're
year.
gonna
exactly.
be bad
next season,
year.
next few seasons, they're just gonna crash.
That's the thing with the CHL in general is you'll be amazing for 2 or 3 years and then you'll fall off.
Yeah, because you'll be able to build your team, and then everyone leaves because they
Yeah.
grow out of it.
Too old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too good.
Too good or too old.
I think I complained that they make no money one time. Remember?
They don't make any
I
money.
was like, I texted you at like 6 a.m. I was like, they don't make money.
Can you talk more into the mic?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm a pro. But yeah, so they just like they don't make any money, and I was so confused.
I think you did text me that at like 6.
Yeah, I was getting ready for school.
Why did you text me? Do you remember? Do you remember the context?
You're just like WHL players make no
No, I was
money.
curious.
No, I remember I woke up to a text from Logan. He's like, "Do they make money?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "That's fucked."
It was fucked because I was
Still
curious
is.
because Riley, a good friend of mine, Riley.
Another Nate Radio and Television.
Yeah.
One of our
We're just name dropping today.
Nate Radio and Television. He's one of our friends.
He's an Oil Kings guy.
Season ticket holder.
And I'm
Nice.
on. Yeah, he's like
That's
season ticket
sick.
holder forever.
Gotta beg him to take me.
Yeah, he went to the superhero night. He said it was really cool. He keeps talking about the Pride game they're gonna play, but he doesn't sound too excited about that.
I could have worn my Spider-Man
Because
suit.
it's the first one, so he's unsure about how it's gonna go.
Oh,
Yeah, what'd you think I meant?
well,
on.
well, you're like, I'm not sure how he feels about that one.
Come on, don't do that to me.
No, but
But he loves the Oil Kings. He talks about it all the time.
I love the Oil Kings too.
Yeah.
I think
I like them when they're good.
What was my point again? They make no money.
they don't make any.
They make
that's-
like $120 a week or something like that, like a little stipend.
they don't make any money.
No, they get a stipend.
That's a little bit.
But I said to Riley, he's like, why don't they make money? And he's like, well, the league doesn't make that much. He's like, the WHL definitely makes enough money to pay their players.
No,
Not as NHL contracts, but they have to do something.
they don't make enough where it like they can make big money.
No, but
and
you
I
should
think-
be paying them something so they don't have to worry about getting
I think
like
they
a
pay for
minimum wage
tuition
job.
when they don't.
Yeah,
make
I was
the
just gonna
NHL.
say I'm pretty sure they pay for school.
Oh, do they?
They pay
Yeah.
for school when the players who don't make the NHL don't make it.
Okay, well, that's big. Okay, never mind.
It's not.
See?
Yeah.
It's not.
better than nothing.
Yeah, but they should make more.
And I also learned like the same week that MLB players don't make a lot of money. Before the new contract.
They make a whole lot of money. Where did you see this?
I was just gonna say
No, but like
MLB players make bank.
Some players don't make a lot of money. Like obviously the bigger, better players would. I don't know where I read this.
Yeah, I don't know. Where you read
Source?
this
Yeah, I
either.
have no source. So
Minor league players make pretty average money,
oh.
but like when you make it in the majors, I think the biggest over 200 million.
I just love making stuff up. Then
You
Oil
just
Kings
saying
players
MLB,
make
like-
millions of dollars a year.
You just start talking. How embarrassing. What were you gonna say, Cody?
Like MLB, like some players make like 20 mil a year, like
N-
easily.
It's the reason that is because their structure is different, so they don't pay, they don't have a salary cap. They can just spend as much money as they want. Like if they had a fixed cap, which will never happen because it doesn't make sense to go back on it now. And I think leagues, in my opinion, I think leagues should go away from salary caps in general. I think they should make it more flexible.
NHL would be so busted with that one.
I think the NHL's busted with one.
Well, yeah, it's busted now, but I mean, if they race it, it'd probably be better. Isn't it like it's less than 100 million, isn't it? Am I wrong about that?
81.5.
Yeah,
They're
81.5.
raising it 1 mil next year.
That is news.
82.5?
82.5 next
They're gonna
year.
have 2 Yakupovs on a team now.
Oh my
I mean, did I say I like Yakupov?
Did you?
That's actually kind of cool.
Well, like that.
That
Like,
he likes Yakupov?
Bunting?
Yeah, I
It's
think
Bunting.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's Bunting, right? That's
I like Bunting.
Nick
Yeah.
Bunting.
Nick Bunting to you is
Michael.
Like how I
It's
said,
Michael.
is it-
Some drunk
You
guy at
tricked
the
me?
No,
some
it's
drunk
just
guy
some drunk guy.
some drunk guy at the Leaf Oiler game turned around and went, "Well, fuck your Nick Bunting jersey."
Maybe he was talking about his friend.
No, and I went, I think Michael Bunting's really cool. He's like, that fucking name.
Maybe his
Michael?
middle name is Nick.
I was
Pardon?
also
Maybe his middle name is Nick
Well, I think it's because the Leafs had Nick Ritchie
or Nichel.
and Michael Bunting, and he just confused the two because he was fucking loaded before the puck drop.
that was the game that Wayne Train scored, and we got to see Brett Seeney.
We did see Brett Seeney. I think that
remember.
was Wayne Simmons' last goal.
Wayne Train.
It's been a whole almost 4 months. I cut you off on Yakupov.
I love Yakupov.
Why?
That picture him with Kit Kat Chunkies. Like,
I've never seen that picture.
I don't know.
I'll try and
Yakupov-
find it.
Yakupov to me just has a lot of character. Like, he's obviously really likes the game, but he's not very good. Whenever he'd get it, me and my mom were huge fans of him when he's on the Oilers. Whenever he'd get a goal, it was like It was almost like Jesus himself had descended from the heavens.
He had a
He
lot
was
of energy when he was
He did.
in his first couple of years.
And he really hyped up the team, I think. It really brought the... Oh, I didn't say it wouldn't bring them back, but I think it started them on an upward trend. That's big to say, I know.
I think more players have to embody that. I feel like a lot of the old men in the league who, like, just management wise, it's all old white men, and I think they didn't like that. They didn't like that because it's not traditional. I thought he was very exciting.
Yeah.
I remember my dad. Me and Cody have talked about this on the pod with Ryan, aka Hoomp. Hoomph. My dad was at. Do you remember the game where he scored it to tie it with like a second left, and the most infamous celly when he slides down on his two knees.
How could I not?
Well, I think that's what you think about when.
Yes, that's probably what cemented it for me. That he's probably one of my most favorite players in the NHL.
I think that's weird. He's
Him
not even in the
and
NHL.
Ryan, he was, but he's not anymore.
KHL.
KHL?
He's not even that good in the KHL, which is
He
weird.
wasn't that good in the NHL.
He was good his first year. I have opinions on Nail Yakupov that some people don't agree with.
I have so many opinions about so many players on the Oilers that should have been their Connor McDavid, and then they just kind of killed their career.
I think I don't think you can blame the players on. I think you blame the management.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's my opinion with Yakupov. Is he might have not had the work ethic, but I also feel like if you give a guy 6 different coaches in 4 years. How can someone that young get a groove on a very tough league with a not very good Oiler team? It just doesn't make sense. They didn't let him develop under a coach. It was a very high turnover. The Kit Kat chunky picture. I've never seen that picture.
I like him more now.
I think there's. Are you on his Instagram, Cody?
Those are from his Instagram.
There's that's one of my favorite things is to look at professional athletes' Instagrams and scroll all the way back.
Phil, he's like that one hurt.
Like you can tell
Yeah.
when they before they were in the NHL.
Well, you can,
he's like, what blizzard's Dion having?
yes, the one of Phaneuf Riley. That's my favorite game is to go on professional athletes and go to like 2012 and look at what they post because that was before like the internet was what it is today.
Yeah.
Players just kind of posted anything, and sometimes they don't delete. A lot of players go in and like
Cowards.
They delete what they used to have. Logan's a big guy like that. You keep everything on there.
No, I've deleted stuff.
You keep them vast majority.
What do you mean for like my own Instagram?
Yeah, like
I've deleted stuff. I had like when I was in college, my first run, for like a month, I would like every night I'd cook something. I'd cook dinner, and I'd
just
always
post it.
I'd always like take a video of myself cooking, and it'd be like almost
God.
like bad ASMR. It'd be like I'm gonna whisper in the mic, be like, "Yeah, cook that meat." Yeah,
No, you didn't.
Oh, man.
I did.
Was it to be funny?
It was just to entertain myself, and I'd post it on Instagram. I'd get like 5 likes. I'd lost like almost 100 followers in that month.
Oh my gosh. He's like, cook that meat.
You're like, oh yeah.
We were talking about Kit Kat, like hockey players with Kit Kats. Do you know the Kit Kat commercial with
Brent Burns.
Burns.
Yeah.
He's another
It's like,
player.
it's
I
too
like.
big.
I do.
It's too big. What do I do?
I think that's very good marketing. What a perfect
Yeah.
player.
They did
Brent's
not
pretty
do that
awesome.
on purpose. Conspiracy theory.
Terribly small market, but if Brent Burns played in a New York or Toronto, that might be one of the biggest names in the game. Not skill wise, but I think personality wise, and if he was in a bigger market, that's the guy.
I think he likes where he's at in life.
San Jose is not a bad place to live.
San Jose is a good team too.
Mm.
I got 3 teams actually.
Meh.
I lied.
Are you serious, or are you actually like San Jose?
I like San Jose.
So, who's your number one? Edmonton?
Edmonton for sure.
Why do you love their division rivals?
It makes for good hockey. That's part of it. And I like.
I think it makes it for better hockey if you hate their rivals.
Well, okay. To be fair, like the Vegas one is also kind of.
To be fair, the same thing applies to Cody before this year with Arizona and Calgary.
I have a real reason though. For
Arizona and
Vegas.
Calgary wasn't really a rivalry, though.
But divisionally,
I get it, yeah.
They always kind of sit at the same area, don't they?
Before this season, I think Calgary's been a very mediocre team. Arizona's always been mediocre to bad. Now Calgary's one of the top teams in the league, obviously.
Compared to their football team, though, Calgary football is pretty strong.
Calgary, I don't really pay attention to the CFL, but one thing I know is the Calgary Stampeders are always good.
They are
and
great.
my dad hates it.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's the thing is my dad. I don't know about your dad, Cody, but I know my dad's a big football fan.
My dad's like, Edmonton fucking sucks. I hate this, and he just.
How do you feel about the name change?
I don't really care.
Call him right now.
Yeah,
Hey,
get him on the phone. Hey. No, but
I was like genuinely upset about that name change.
Why?
Mostly because I had like, what are they gonna do about the fight song? You know the fight song? Gonna fight on Eskimos. It doesn't work anymore. And now they changed it to fight on Edmonton.
Still works.
The heart is gone. I went to one game this season. I went with some radio TV people.
I was invited to that game, but I was busy.
I would love to go to a game. I haven't been in forever.
I've been to one football game, and I remember it was a lot of fun. And Edmonton was it was final play of the game. I'll let you get back to the story in a second. But final play of the game, they were down, I think 3, and they were pretty close to scoring. I remember their quarterback chucked it up, and it's final play. It gets intercepted and brought back for a touchdown. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's classic Edmonton, though.
That was a long time ago.
They had a good run for a couple of years, and then
for sure.
They changed, I think, management. I think what happened.
They lost their quarterback.
Yeah. They lost their quarterback. I think he retired, and then
he went to BC, and I think he retired this year. Mike Riley.
Yes, Mike Riley. I loved Riley. I loved the Mike Riley era.
Used to be.
I have a pair of signed Eskimo gloves given to me by one of the players.
Do you remember who?
No.
Here's the thing.
I went when I played football. We're like, yeah, well, let's go. We can go watch the Elks practice, and then we can. This is when they were at the Eskimos, so I'm gonna say Eskimos, and like we can go on the field and watch the Eskimos play. And then we went on the field after, and we shook their hands, and I saw the gloves, like the and I was like, oh, I love those gloves, dude. And he just takes them off, and he's like, hey, here, champ, and I'm like.
He's like, they're sweaty, but here you go.
They were sweaty. They were gross. He's a receiver. I don't think he's on the team anymore. I'm an O lineman. I'm like,
These don't fit.
I don't use gloves. They did fit.
Really?
And he signed them.
That's cool.
But then I also got Mike Riley's autograph on them. So, dub.
You got someone else's autograph.
My dad pointed out the dumbness of that after. He's like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, I was just kind of in the moment.
Oh, dude, that guy gave you a gift, and you're like, Mike, can you sign this?
Mike, a big fan. I snap for my team.
Oh, could you imagine if the guy that gave him the gloves is like, I want to sign it? You're like, fuck no.
I don't even.
You quarterback?
He's like, I don't even know your name.
I don't even think he signed them. I think
You did not give Mike Riley to sign somebody else's gloves.
I had like 4 other players sign them.
Okay.
Hey, I mean, everyone.
They're just covered in signatures.
They are.
None of them
I bring it up because I found them like 2 days ago. I was cleaning, and I just found them. Like, oh, this is cool. And I threw them back in the box.
That's the thing with like cool shit. Is like, oh, that's cool. Like some things like that. It's like, oh, this is awesome, and then it's like, I'm not gonna pay attention to this for much longer.
I also wore them for a season.
Did you actually?
Wow.
Yeah,
You wore signed gloves.
Yeah.
Just go buy some.
I had some.
Okay.
Save money.
I had exactly.
Yeah.
We've been putting off the one thing.
I know. We haven't talked about the Battle of Alberta yet.
And I want to talk. No, I want to talk about it because Cody was at the game. And that
game was hype.
I wasn't there, but like,
that was
where would you rate that in games you've been to?
That's the best game I've ever been to.
I didn't. Time.
Logan, did you watch the game?
Yes.
Again, I watched the first 2 periods, and I thought Oilers got this. My team's got this. Playoffs, baby. Then they lost 9-5 or something like that.
Yeah. The Oilers at one point in the game, Edmonton had 5 power plays and Calgary had none, and Calgary was still winning.
That's the thing. I didn't watch the game because I was at work, but I remember my phone was buzzing, and I finally checked. I'm like, what the fuck is it buzzing? And it's like, it's 6-5. It's 6-5. I don't remember who it was. And I was like, that's fucked. And I texted my dad. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, fuck, I don't know.
That game was nuts.
I can't believe you were at that game.
Yeah.
Where did you sit for that one?
The side, upper bowl, the side that Calgary attacked twice, like in the middle, like right behind the net.
So
that's not a
perfect
bad spot.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a lot of fun.
It
Like,
was.
just like was it? I didn't get to watch the game, but was it chippy?
Kind of.
Battle of Alberta. It's always chippy.
That game was the chippiest out of the Battle of Albertas this year.
Here's the thing: is I think they have to regain that magic after having no fans last year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people are like, oh, Edmonton Calgary's gonna be playing so much against each other. This was last season, but the rivalry I don't think brews if you don't have people in the building.
They have been playing each other a lot more lately.
Well, how many times do they play each other? Like 4 times a year or something. Like,
Kills
Yeah.
the magic. Let them play once. Let them duke it out, and then like kids
No.
like in preschool. Let them duke it out, and then pull them apart.
I partially agree and disagree with that. Like I feel like they should up the meetings, but I think they should make it closer together. Like it sucks when you have a really good chippy game and then it's like, oh, when do they play next? 3 months from now? It's not going to transfer over. But if you have 4 Edmonton Calgarys in the span of 6 weeks,
I disagree.
why?
Because it gives a chance for fans who want to see them play more than once to have a chance to like save up to buy those tickets, because those are expensive tickets.
I don't think those are the fans you market to.
You don't think so? You want to market to people like me or Cody who want to go see those games?
Well, I want to. If
Not
I'm the
millionaires.
management, I'm not marketing to poor people. You market. You want money. That's
so you're
what.
gonna have
That's
just
what.
a bunch of Daryl Cateses in the audience saying, "Yeah, I love hockey."
Here's the thing: is
Does he still own the Oilers?
yes,
That sucks.
Ooh.
Daryl Cates. He's the
My
Oilers.
science
yeah.
teacher found his dog one time.
Really?
Yeah, and he just shut the door in their face.
Daryl?
Well, like I think his son.
Here's the thing: millionaires are usually pieces of shit.
Well, not all of them. I mean,
Look
Chris
at me.
Rock, Chris Rock is pretty cool.
I want to. I want to get to that.
I'm
We'll get
into
to that
it.
in
I'm
a-
teasing it.
It's a good tease.
Yeah.
I saw one post. It was like Flames to the Oilers, and it was Will slapping Chris.
Yeah, it was the. I saw one with the. It was Leafs and Bruins from last night.
It was like Flames slapping whenever Cassie Campbell talks. Because she commentates their games, and she's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not a. I'll agree. I do agree. I'm not a big Cassie Campbell Pascal fan. I think she's pretty good, but I also don't. I don't think she can do play-by-play. I like her on Sportsnet as just like an analyst, but like color is. I think it's a whole different ballpark, and I'm not a big Cassie Campbell Pascal fan in that sense. I think she does great on just regular Sportsnet broadcasts. If you know what I'm saying, I think she does a great job there. I just don't think. I think color's hard for a lot of people to master. I think a long time ago, Cody, you and me talked about announcers we like and we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Oilers, Jack Michaels, I really don't like.
Yeah,
Really?
neither do I.
I don't. I think he's a great person. I don't know if he's a great person. I'm sure he's a great person.
It's
But
like new unis.
yeah, that's an old reference. That's an old one. That's like 4 years ago. What was I saying? No, I think he's I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm just not a big fan of him on TV. I think he's a good radio voice. I don't think television is his strong suit. That's my opinion. What were we saying? Should we wrap the Battle of Alberta?
Sure.
Put a bow on it.
We Flame fans were doing
We want 10.
that and the fishing rod to Miko when he got pulled.
Oh,
See, I love
that.
like audience trolling like that. Like interaction like that is, I think, what they strive for when making a. Because the NHL's just as much as a entertainment product than it is a business, and I feel like that's something that you can't script, but it's like when you see that happen with your fan base, you're like, that's pretty fucking cool.
Well, it's
And-
kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
There was some like old grandpa beside me, and when they were chanting Oilers suck, like he was getting into it.
Careful. old
Like,
timer.
yeah, I was a little worried.
You're like, you gotta settle down, bro.
Yeah. He was getting fired up.
That's actually awesome.
His nurse next to him was like pumping his oxygen as fast as she can.
We can't keep up.
Mr. Weatherby, calm down.
That's so fucking stupid. That you're like, I can't. I'll be a little weak. You need to take it down a notch, Gramps. We might have to take you to the ER. No, that must have been I think that I'm kind of like I'm actually jealous of that game. Like that seems fucking sick.
Yeah.
Another fun thing about your Oilers, Logan.
Oh yeah.
Leon Draisaitl.
He set an insane stat.
Insane. Have you heard about this?
I might have, but I would just lay it on me.
Okay, so Leon Draisaitl in the Edmonton Oilers Calgary Flame game scored 3 goals and 1 assist for 4 points. And I think he's the first player in 30 years.
Since 1983.
83, so that's almost
over 30 years.
That's
awesome.
almost 40 years ago.
McDavid could never.
He was the first player to score a hat trick while being -4. And I don't know how many of his goals were on the power play or
2.
not. So 2 on the power play. So that
1.
means 1 even strength goal means he was on ice for at least 5 Calgary goals.
Leon.
I think I saw an interview with him at the end, and I think they asked him about it, and he didn't even talk about it. He was just like we can't play like that. He's like, we cannot let in 9 goals like that. We gotta be better.
I think one of his quotes from after that game was, "I need to be better,"
Yes.
and
he takes it very personally.
he
It's like,
that's
bro,
that's
like, you got 3 and 1. Like that's pretty good.
he does need to be better. You can't be -4 if
No.
you score 4 points.
You can't
That's
be
my
wrong.
opinion. It's also known, and we've talked about it a bunch, that Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid are horrible defensively.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously.
They are god awful.
None of these players in the NHL are defensive anymore.
It's
It's an offensive game now.
Arthur Kaliev scored.
right now.
Yeah.
Who they playing?
Edmonton.
Oh, we should talk about that. Like, who do you got for that?
I didn't even know they were playing.
Yeah, Kings
That's
Oilers.
that's a big game.
Kings,
It is. That's a
Kings
playoff
It's a
Oilers.
preview.
huge game.
And I think it's the Blues on Friday. Blues.
Yep.
Yeah. Do people call them the Blues?
That's their name.
Why wouldn't
No, I
they?
mean because like they have their full name, which I obviously remember. but-
St. Louis Blues.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
but-
ever just say the Blues, or they always say
Oh no,
St.
they
Louis?
call them the Blues.
Really? For
Yeah.
some reason, I'm not a big St. Louis guy, so I've probably just never heard it.
And I'm not a big St. Louis guy, but Blues, I love
Hey,
them.
the good music.
I actually used to really like the Blues. Not like as a fan wise, but my first ever video game, NHL wise, was NHL 14. I remember I got drafted by St. Louis, and I'm like, this is pretty fucking cool.
I used to really like Jamie Langenbrunner when he played for St. Louis.
Why?
I don't know.
is it the name? Like Langenbrunner
I
is
thought
fucking
Langenbrunner
awesome.
was a sick name. That's my cat's middle name.
Because
Sta-
of that.
that-
player?
Paulina Langenbrunner Misyk. That's a
Because
mouthful.
that's the year we
What
got
a
her, and I'm
tongue
like,
twister.
I'm giving her that middle name.
What?
It's on the birth certificate.
I didn't know that was her middle name. That's actually really funny. I don't remember what we were talking about before.
We were
We
talking
were
about the
wrapping up Battle of
Oilers
Alberta, and then
the
he said
defense.
this guy just scored. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how it's an offensive game.
Oh yeah, we can throw to who you got because it's a big game. What do you got?
Well, LA's like
fans.
beat up like insane. Like they have tons of injuries.
I
So,
guess.
Like
I think
Drew's out.
Drew Doughty has really bounced back very strong.
I think the Oilers are still pissed about Calgary, so they'll probably play rough.
Rough and tough.
That's how we do it in
Rough and
Toefield.
tough, and then McDavid will go down again.
Could you imagine?
I was at that game
If
against
he-
Calgary where he did get hurt.
You're kidding. You probably cheered it on, too.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's down.
Could you imagine? No,
If McDavid got hurt this late in the season, they're done. Playoffs are done.
I think they're still done.
I think they're gonna make it in, but they'll probably make it second round.
I think they'll make it, but I don't think they will. I don't think they'll make any noise.
They'll lose second round, and then we'll be like, oh, next year. Next
They'll
year
lose
for
second
sure.
round to Calgary.
That would be awesome.
That'd be an awesome
that would
series.
be awesome.
I did a little playoff preview at the end of last episode, and I think I was indifferent on that series. I think I said it depended on who can play their game more. Like, can LA grind them down, or can the Oilers play a high flying offensive style? Like, I think that's what it all comes down to. And
If they had me on the ice, they'd probably win. Either team.
who would win?
You asking me right now?
Yeah,
Oilers.
if you were on the ice,
Oh, if I was on the ice, which team am I on?
you get to pick.
Am I just a neutral party?
You're like a
I'll
referee.
I'm like a
be on
ref?
both teams.
I play
Like,
for both teams.
Have
I
you
play-
seen when like moms like have two sons in the NHL and they do the split jersey down the middle?
Yep.
So I split jersey. It's just whatever side of the ice I'm on.
Whoever has the puck is who you're on.
Always on
Oh,
offense.
okay. So then Oilers will never have the puck.
If you're on the ice,
If I'm on the ice, the Kings are keeping that puck. If they win that first face-off, they're not losing it.
is it because you have a good impact or a bad impact?
I'm just chirping.
You're a grinder.
Mick loser. Ha
McFraud.
Mick fraud. Stupid haircut. I'd like put my finger between where his tooth hole is. Way to go, loser. I can't do anything to Draisaitl though. I respect him too much.
I don't like Leon Draisaitl.
Neither
I'd also
do
bully
I.
the goalie. If Skinner's on, not Skinner.
Schmiff.
If shit is on, I'm pushing him
Like, hey,
around.
Schiff.
Shit. I'm roughing him up. I'm not going too far, but like just far enough where you can hear him being like, "Fuck off, man." I'm like, "No, you suck. You ruined this team, Smith."
You're not.
Actually, that's actually Ken.
Yeah, you chirp Ken Holland.
Yeah, well, I'm in the booth with Ken, and I'm just like,
You're
taking
the assistant general
You're in the
manager.
booth with
I'm
Ken.
tickling Ken. I'm like, "Yeah, you suck."
Get a goal like Gucci go.
So I mean, it's illegal to like attack people like off the ice, but when I'm on the ice, I'm throwing fists.
Just at anyone.
Well, whoever doesn't have the puck.
So we went through all that to get to your pick. What do you have?
Oilers. I gotta stay loyal.
Big Oiler guy.
I gotta stay true to the Oilers, even though I think the Kings do play a good game when they're on against Oilers.
Cody. Who do you have?
I don't know.
Well, you got picked.
You had
It's
all
no
this time to
points.
think of
I delayed
of
it
an
so
answer.
well for you. And you're like, I
Logan
still
talked
don't.
Well-
about beating up Mike Smith and Ken Holland, and you don't have an answer.
Okay, no, I
Well-
didn't say I'd beat up Ken Holland. Just if
Just talk shit.
Yeah,
Obviously, like. What was I gonna say?
Just like flip a
I
coin,
forgot.
heads Oilers, tails.
Well,
Kings.
no,
I love
obviously
how you
I
opened
don't.
that up. You went, obviously I will.
No, I remember. I was gonna say obviously I don't want Edmonton to win, but if LA can contain McDavid and Draisaitl, like I think they have a pretty good chance.
Are we talking tonight or playoffs?
Playoffs.
Oh. Well,
It
my
also
opinion
depends
stays
on
the same.
Miko and Schmiff.
My opinion stays the same because I think both teams have shitty goaltending.
Your buddy Cal.
I really like Cal Peterson.
Ethan's like, I love Cal.
I do love Cal. I think it's a shitty year though.
What was the name? Like not like the current goalie, but I think their last goalie on the Kings.
Quick.
Yeah,
He's
like
still
Quick.
there.
He's still there, but he's not as
good
good.
though anymore.
He had a good start, but he fell
He
off.
did.
He fell off really
he's
hard.
not in his prime anymore.
He really started the season very good, and then he fell off hard. And to be expected, he's very old and never been very consistent.
Oh my gosh, Cody Ceci goal.
What a day! Didn't you used to really like Cody Ceci, or was that Cody Goluboff?
Ceci, because his name was Cody. That was when he played for the Sens.
Did you? I
Sounds
think
simple.
we've talked about this before, but did you like every player named Cody?
Yeah, I liked Cody Franzen too.
Eakin?
No.
Why? Ginger.
I didn't like his hair.
Because he's ginger.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck that guy.
He's like really ginger too.
I don't like the ginger
It's like
mullet.
orange almost.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't know how you guys feel, but we're almost an hour in.
Let's go 2.
Let's go Kings.
We can't go 2 because that's a lot to upload. We technically could.
We could do 3.
Last time you're like,
I think we
Why
owe it
won't
to them.
this
Did you only do
save?
54 last week?
Pardon? I did 50 something.
So we
I think it
owe
was
them.
45.
We owe the extra minutes.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
We don't promise them anything. We just promise to give them something. We can give them 1 minute episodes
Let's
every
make
week.
it out. Let's all just make like an outrageous prediction for who wins the cup this year. Have you done that? Like it doesn't matter.
We
It
might have a
doesn't.
long time ago, but opinions change because it's
Yeah.
been so long.
It doesn't matter where
We
the
can do
team,
that.
It doesn't matter where the teams stand right now. Just like top of your head, just name a team.
Do you want to start?
No, you go. You're the host. You guys are the hosts.
Hold on.
I'm the guest.
Top of the head, name your team. Do you want to start?
I gotta think about it.
I gotta think. Not off the top of my head.
Okay. I'll do it then.
No,
Oilers. I'm kidding.
no, you
Top
can't.
of my head, Chicago.
no.
Chicago's really bad.
Yeah.
I like I said, just like random top of your head, outrageous picks.
No,
Yeah, go, Cody. What do you got?
Arizona, because it's impossible.
I'll go with Toronto
That'd be big.
because that's impossible too.
Remember that one time I just messaged you and I'm like, Austin Matthews is below, I think, like, Draisaitl in points, and you're like, okay.
No, I think you texted me like you texted me something like that, and then you're like, he is so bad, and then I think he scored like 2 goals the next game.
Yeah, I jinxed it.
It was like after the Battle of Alberta when Ryan was going Ken mode and he's like, Draisaitl hat trick. That's a W for me.
Ooh. You know what? I could probably jinx the Leafs.
And I'm like, that's not a double.
You don't have a jinx.
Well, I jinxed. I said Austin Matthews is bad and he scored 2. The Leafs will never win.
Oh,
cup.
you made the best goal scorer in the world score 2.
Matthews is the
That's
best.
on me.
Yeah. I do what I do.
I don't think you have a jinx. I don't think you have a jinx. I think I have a little jinx, and I think Hoomp has a insanely big jinx.
What's your jinx?
I think just my jinx isn't huge, but especially on this show, I'll say something and the complete opposite will happen, like baseball playoffs.
He's like, Milwaukee's going.
No, I said Milwaukee Brewers are going to win the World Series, and then they lost in the first round to the Atlanta Braves, and then the Braves won the World Series.
Oof.
And in the World Series was Houston, Atlanta, and I said Atlanta. I said I pick Atlanta in 3 if I could, and then I pick Houston in 3 if I could, and then Atlanta like 1 in 6.
How do you feel about them Jays?
They won tonight.
Blue Jays. I'm very excited.
Same.
So they're gonna lose. They just jinxed it.
I don't have a huge jinx.
Just small stuff.
Last year when you're like, Devers just hit a 2-run bomb, and I'm like, wait, what?
We'll go gambling. I'll just do the opposite of what you do.
Dude.
All in on black, baby.
No, but what happened?
You'll be like, Cincinnati's so bad. They'll be like, they're going to
Cincinnati
be
is
really
bad.
good.
And they
No,
go
what-
undefeated in playoffs.
What happened was it was the final day of the season. The Blue Jays were hanging onto a playoff spot by a thread, and if Boston won, they clinched the playoffs, and the Jays didn't. And me and Cody were driving to the podcast, and Boston was playing the Washington Nationals, and Rafael Devers hit a 2-run home run, and I looked at Cody, and I was like, Devers bomb, and you went, what? And I went,
You're like, Devers 2-run bomb at 6-5 Boston, and I was like, oh my God.
I don't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure someone made a pretty large error.
Fuck the Nationals.
I don't remember who it was, but it fucked the Jays.
Trent Grisham in the wild card.
Here's the thing: Trent Grisham really bounced back. Like for people who don't know, it was a wild card game. I think it was Washington, Milwaukee. I think this was the year Washington won the World Series.
Yep.
And Washington won that game because Trent Grisham, who used to play for Milwaukee, he made an error on the field and the winning run went to score. And they traded him that summer, and now Trent Grisham's really big.
I also remember that game. I was like, Orlando RC is sick. And then his at-bat first pitch pop up, and you were like, yeah, he's really sick.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I did like Orlando Arcia. I don't. What is going on in the sports world? Like, I don't think there's a whole lot. Like, the trade deadline wrapped up in the NHL. Baseball hasn't started yet.
We need another union strike for things to pick up again.
We need another lockout so we can talk about
We need
something.
another NHL lockout.
What do you think of the Hall fine?
Good. You can't just punch players.
I
got fined,
thought
sorry?
that was really soft. He like barely touched him.
He punched him in the face.
Yeah, but was this
Not
all
really. He was like,
Not really. Did you watch it? He punched him in the
Yeah.
side of the head. You can't just punch players.
Yeah, you can.
I thought it was pretty soft. I don't
You're
think that was
fighting.
a punch.
There's a reason fighting is a penalty. It's because it's against the rules.
I remember like one of the first games out of the lockout. There's like a big fight, and the refs took their time to stop it.
You guys can go.
Hockey is back, baby. I wanted to bring that up when you're mentioning how it's also entertainment, there's that entertainment factor, and like they totally knew what they were doing, like to get the fans back in the hype after so long without games.
I think fighting is a conversation that can be had. Like, I feel like fighting won't be in the league for very much longer.
Fighters are on their way out.
Fighters have been out.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still some who have managed to stay, and they're slowly getting booted.
You have to. Here's the thing: you can't just be a fighter anymore. You can't just be a pair of fists. You need to be
A pair of
good
skates.
and a pair of fists. There's very little. Mainly, fighters play like a game a year.
Yeah, play a good game a year. You mean?
I mean play like a game.
Oh.
Like, it's like you're a call up. Like, you're.
Well, Oilers had a good fighter. It's Cassian, obviously. Cassian
can somewhat play.
He has his moments, and he definitely is getting better.
I think it's different because Cassian can somewhat play. I'm talking like old Leaf days like Colton Orr and Fraser McLaren,
Oh my
who are
gosh.
pairs of fists on skates. They don't bring anything else other than they'll beat the fuck out of you.
I remember Colton Moore. I was like, this guy's sick.
2013 Leafs. That's when I became a fan.
I thought you became a fan because of soccer.
That's same timeline.
Oh, okay, same time. Okay. Phew. Thought you lied.
No, I became a fan because I don't know if I ever told this on the pod, but it's because when I was younger, I used to play soccer, and when you were young, you play Saturday nights. Like as you get older, you play more morning games. Saturday nights, which is always hockey night in Canada, and the Leafs are usually playing Saturday nights. And I remember we used to go to Boston Pizza after our game, and I remember just seeing it on the big screen. And it might have been this might have been earlier than 2013, but 2013 playoffs is really when it was my first like memory of like being like, oh, I like this team. Like I fell in love with the blue at first.
Oh, really?
And it's not even my favorite color. Green is.
There's no green jerseys, is there?
Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Dallas sucks, so.
Dallas is pretty good this year.
Minnesota.
Soda.
Minnesota is boring, but they're good. Name a more boring market than Minnesota. Can't do it.
No. The Washington football team.
Different
league.
sport, different league.
Different sport.
You're like, I hate those guys.
When are we changing the Chicago's name? The Chicago hockey team.
It'll come eventually. I don't know when, but it'll come eventually.
Yeah?
It has to.
Yeah, it's gotta.
Or even change the logo. They don't have to change the name.
Yeah. They just have like a potato.
Well,
potatoes.
Cody, I don't know how much you follow the WHL, but the Portland Winterhawks had the same logo, and they changed it to literally a white hawk.
Oh. They could totally get away with it. They just changed it to a black hawk.
That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. Have you seen the logo?
For the Whitehawks?
Yeah, the
Probably.
Winterhawks.
Probably, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have. You probably have.
Yep.
I think the new Winterhawks logo looks a lot cooler.
Yeah, so do I.
Like
That comes with a lot of the redesigns. It's like a new fresh take, and it's like, oh, it actually looks better.
in some. Well,
Some.
here's it's hard to be like I like the racist logo more. I think that one looks pretty cool. I think the Winterhawks I think it looks fucking dope. It's just a hawk. It's white. We're an hour in. It's pretty good. One thing that I've been teasing, and you teased earlier, radio guy,
Radio guy?
the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
It's not sports talk, but
Almost was a boxing match. That's close to sports. We're getting
slapping match.
there. Slapping matches.
I want to know what you guys think, because as much as we are a sports show, I think this is fun news, and I want to talk about it. Cody, how do you feel? To set the scene, I'm sure everyone knows, but the Oscars happened, and Chris Rock was the host, and he's a comedian, and
He's also Marty from Madagascar.
Yeah.
Don't forget
that's
that.
even more important.
And Donkey, isn't he also Donkey?
He is Donkey.
So don't discredit him.
I'm not discrediting him.
You know, the donkey from Shrek was the host. It was crazy. He had brought Dragon with him.
Chris Rock is a comedian, and
He actually wasn't Donkey. That was Eddie Murphy.
really.
No, because when you said that, I'm like, that's wrong.
That didn't sound right to me either.
Yeah, it's Eddie Murphy.
Here's the thing: is you could slide that shit past me, but like
I did.
Cody and Ryan are like that. Where like especially movies from that generation.
No, yeah, when
You
you
know
were
a lot
like
of the
Chris Rock, I'm
early
like, he did
2000s,
not
you mean?
play
Like,
Donkey.
Movies like Shrek, especially Shrek. I know Cody loves Shrek. I'm not a
Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Shrek's awesome.
His musical's not bad either.
I'm not a big Shrek fan. But we've talked about that
Change the
before.
subject.
I'm painting the picture. Chris Rock, he's a comedian. He hosted, and Will Smith was there. He's up for. I think he was up for his first Oscar, or maybe he's never won one.
Best male actor in a supporting role, I think.
No, he won an Oscar.
Best male actor
Yeah, for King Richard.
for King Richard.
And he was there with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. And for people who don't know,
No, it wasn't for that. It was for something else.
no, it was for King Richard.
I thought it was for the Serena Williams movie.
King Richard.
Oh. My bad.
Same thing.
Sorry, guys. Well, because I know that
like
they,
King Richard.
well, like right before the
Logan,
slap.
you're like, I don't.
Well, no.
You're wrong.
I got confused because right before the slap happened, they had mentioned I'm not going to say the name of it because I'm very superstitious, but the Scottish play by Shakespeare, the one that starts with an M and ends with a Beth.
Macbeth.
I'm still superstitious. I do not want to get in a car with you now. So, they mentioned that on a stage.
Hold on.
right before
Macbeth
the slap.
is only, you only get cursed if you're in a
Bro,
theater.
stop saying it.
We're in a recording
It's
studio.
like a theater. Theater of the voice.
Oh, what if we die? No, I'm just kidding. But that's to set the picture. And Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia, which means it's a disease.
It's an autoimmune disease.
It's an autoimmune disease where you lose your hair.
That's the most like visible thing. There's also some like inner stuff I think that's wrong with it.
I think she's been losing her hair since like the 90s.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock made a G.I. Jane joke
That's crazy.
because she is bald.
G.I. Jane wasn't even a popular movie when it came out.
I don't even know what G.I. Jane is.
I was just gonna say neither
It's-
do I.
I've never seen it, but it's like from like the 80s or the 90s.
Was she in it?
No.
It's
was
a
just
shitty
bald.
joke.
It was just the lady who was in it was also bald.
I guess.
So, but the thing is, like, you see him laughing, and I think this is just my take. I think he wasn't mad about the G.I. Jane joke. Is what he said after.
Can we? I want you to expand on
Yeah.
that after we finish painting the picture.
Yeah, no, of course.
Thanks for cutting me off, by the way.
I'm
But
just excited to talk about this.
so he makes the G.I. Jane joke, and what happens next is Will Smith goes up there and slaps Chris Rock.
Oscar from Shark Tale slaps Marty.
Yeah,
I saw that
Can't
post.
believe this fish smacked this zebra.
No, but
Good movie, Shark Tale.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I have that on disc.
Remember when they like sexualized that fish,
hot fish
the hot fish
with the red hair.
with the
Oh
red hair?
yeah.
Cody knows.
Lola.
He's like, oh yeah,
Cody knows
I
now.
know.
Yeah, Lola.
Yeah, it's like Lola. He's like so Lola. He's like I'm Oscar.
He won an Oscar,
Did win an Oscar.
not for Shark Tale,
He
but
should have won an Oscar for Shark Tale.
but he slapped Chris Rock, and it was a lot of people I think thought it was scripted.
I still think it is kind of.
I don't think he would have because you can't swear on live TV.
Well,
And Chris Rock said he slapped the shit out of me.
he did.
He said Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me,
You can swear
and
on
then
TV.
Will
I
Smith.
think
Do
you
you,
won.
do you want to quote it?
Me?
We'll go 1-2.
Do you know the quote?
No.
Can I slap you and you can be Chris Rock? I can be Will Smith. I'm kidding.
Kidding,
Okay, thank
unless
God. I was like,
Kidding.
I don't really want to
That-
take a slap,
that's for
but
the after.
Logan's like, come on, man.
Okay. So yeah, he's like, yeah. Oh, Jada, can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2.
I was saying quote the Will Smith.
No, it's coming because then
He's
because
just
then
doing the whole
like,
thing.
I'm doing the whole thing.
so
'cause I
you're
know-
setting it up the thing I just
No,
set
no,
up.
I'm setting up the lines. Like you gave a beautiful illustration. I'm just putting in. I'm putting in the
putting
color.
in the lyrics.
I'm
Do
putting
you
in the
not
lyrics.
trust me, Logan?
So then he's like, "Oh, come on, that was a nice one. That was a nice one," which I've got to when you want me to and later. So then Will Smith comes up, slaps him, goes sits down. Chris Rock says this thing. I can swear, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We've established this over an hour.
Yeah. Yes,
then
I was
he
just gonna say,
sits
it's like
down.
the fourth
He
time.
sits down, and Will Smith says, "Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
You didn't even quote it right.
That's what he says.
He says, keep my
your
wife's
wife's
name out your fucking mouth.
Did I tell you I did the same thing to my? I did tell you I did that to my dad.
Yeah. You want to tell that
Yeah,
story?
he's gonna eat my chocolate bar I had, and I sent him a gif of the slap, and I said, keep my chocolate out your fucking mouth."
That's funny. Keep my chocolate out of your fucking mouth.
Can I explain why I don't think he slapped him over the G.I. Jane comment?
Yes, that's why I finished painting the picture, setting it up so I could throw to you two on what you think.
Okay, well, Cody, what do you think?
You've already started your opinion.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I
Sorry.
was going to you first
Okay.
and then Cody.
Well, I thought I already gave my opinion.
Well, no,
Okay, so
I cut you off because I said, let me finish this.
Okay, so then, yeah, I don't think
Any day now.
I can't do this. I don't think he slapped him because of the G.I. Jane joke, because the full cut shows him laughing at the joke. He's got his Will Smith laugh, like the hand on the belly, like ha ha. He's got a pretty like
Patented.
noticeable laugh. It's a Will Smith laugh. Jada looks upset. But I mean, who gives a fuck? Jada Smith is so scummy. I don't like Jada. But then it's what he says after. He's like, "Oh, come on, that was a nice one. That was a nice one," which I think can be interpreted as, "Hey, at least I didn't make a joke that your wife is cucking you."
Yeah, it's weird.
I'd be more upset about.
It's weird that he had that strong of a reaction, knowing how
badly she treated him,
how rocky their relationship is, and that she cheated on him at least once. With I don't remember his name. I think it was August Alicia.
And Tupac. Will Smith killed Tupac.
That's a bold take.
Do you know that?
No.
I don't think he killed Tupac.
Well,
that's a rumor.
They were like Tupac and Jada were really close.
They dated,
and Will was always jealous.
Jada still has love letters from Tupac.
Like he's jealous. He was jealous of their relationship. So I think he killed him.
Imagine settling for Will Smith.
Settling for Will Smith? He was Oscar. We've covered this.
But that was Tupac.
He's also made probably like one of my favorite movie franchises of all time, Men in Black.
Never seen him.
Neither have
All
I.
right. Well, okay. Well, what's your opinion of the slap?
Oh, I thought you were gonna explain the plot of Men in Black.
Okay, so
and
Men in Black starts.
No.
Cut to Jay, also
Cody.
played by Will Smith.
What do you think?
We
don't need to go over the Men in Black plot.
I kind of agree with what Logan said, like about like what he said after.
The cucking part?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The cucking part.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
I think I don't really want to take a side in this.
That's pussy shit.
Well, I don't. I think taking a side is either you agreeing with making fun of someone's disability and agreeing with assault. Two things
Hey,
I don't want to.
Come on. That is. I know
That
it
is
is assault.
That is assault.
But it's
you
like
can't.
it's
If I
still-
punched you right now, that's assault.
It's the low side of assault, sure.
It's assault.
I mean, are you doing it?
He's not. You don't get arrested for that, but that's assault.
I'd say it's a crime of passion.
No.
I think anyone's career that night actually failed. Zoe Kravitz's.
We can talk. I don't know much about the Zoe Kravitz situation.
I know
We can
you
talk
want,
about that
I know
after.
you're at an hour, and I know you want to wrap up, but
I don't want to wrap up, but I want to. I don't want
You
to
don't wanna
cut
hit-
this
yeah.
off.
No, I
I'd
know.
rather get to that after.
Yeah, and I can cover that so quickly though. Is what I'm saying.
Well, can we do it after
Yeah, no, of course. It's just funny that it's connected. So that's why I brought it up.
the Zoe Kravitz thing? Catwoman.
Yes.
So
When people
My
don't like
favorite.
it anymore. You might not like her after. What
I got the
have to say.
Lego set.
The cat.
was I there when you got that,
The
or was that different
Catwoman
time?
with the Batman, their motorcycles.
That's actually really awesome.
I got
Does the Lego look just as hot as her?
no.
Ah,
With the Lego.
No.
he checked.
We
But-
have.
Yeah, I got it in Calgary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have one question about the Calgary thing. I meant to ask when you were in Calgary. Did you go to the zoo?
We thought about it, but then we said no.
Have you ever been to the zoo there?
Yeah.
I want to go to the Calgary Zoo.
Have you never been?
No, I haven't.
Tons of fun.
I want to see the giraffes.
Go right now. I'm just kidding. I think when you're on top of Hollywood for that long as Will Smith was, because I don't think people realize that Will Smith at the time of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was one of the, if not the biggest name in Hollywood.
Well, they have him in a throne in the beginning of that show.
Yeah.
Theme song. So yeah.
And I feel like when you're at that point for so long, and I also feel like it's different for like a white guy to be at that point, because I feel like especially back then, Will Smith probably had to deal with a lot more of race barriers and cultural barriers than like a white guy would have
Do you
to.
think Tommy Lee Jones racially verbally assaulted him on the set of Men in Black 1?
I don't know. I don't know Men in Black. I didn't even know Tommy Lee Jones was in that.
Confirmed. Tommy Lee Jones, a racist.
Is that actually true?
No, I don't think so. I hope not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but probably.
You can't
true.
say confirmed, Logan. No, but I feel like if you're on that stage for that long, you're eventually going to reach a breaking point. And it's surprising that he didn't reach that breaking point sooner. And I'm not saying it's a race thing, because it's not a race thing. But I feel like as a black man, especially in America, I feel like having to deal with that for that long it's a lot. I wouldn't know, because I'm an 18-year-old white guy in Canada. I haven't lived the life that Will Smith has. I haven't been at that stage, and I feel like dealing with that for that long, it's surprising that he didn't reach that point sooner. And it doesn't make what he did right, because you can't assault people.
No.
My opinion, you can't assault people.
So you probably
Hot
just
take.
Saw my face there. I just found something that is much more crazy than the Tommy Lee Jones racist allegations.
Okay.
Are you still going though? I don't want to cut you off.
You can talk about it. Here's the thing. This happens.
Apparently-
This happens a lot where I'm talking and then I'll look over at Cody and he'll be like making the face.
Okay.
Especially that time, that one episode that you kept searching up game scores and you're like, oh my God, Kyle.
Yeah, I was like, I
I
saw Steve Downey snipe.
Oh,
That was an awesome day. It's because we were talking and then like Cody just be looking at his computer and then,
oh, that's awesome.
Saw Antoine Vermette score too.
what a day. Okay, Logan.
Okay, I searched up on Google Tommy Lee Jones racist just to see if anyone's ever talked about it.
Okay.
And I found something else that is crazier, which is from 2019. So there's the 3 Men in Black movies, and then there's the one that's called Men in Black International, which is Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, both Marvel actors.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson is in that. And this article, I'll just read the article headline. Liam Neeson latest. Men in Black fans threaten boycott unless racist, I'm air quoting racist because that's how it's quoted, racist stars craft from film. Because apparently, he had said, what is that? Yeah, he had once wanted to kill I'm quoting him, black bastard. Because a friend of his was sexually assaulted by someone who's black like 40 years ago. And at the time, he was like, yeah, I'm going to kill any black person I come across.
Logan.
I don't know. That's for 2019.
Here's the thing. We didn't have to talk about that at all. You're like, he wanted to kill it.
It's crazy.
I like how to back up your claim you went Tommy Lee Jones racist ? Found
How
something.
else do you find something? You search up racist on
You
Google?
found something.
I found something. I went fishing and I found a boot. I didn't find a tuna. I found the boot.
Shut up. I found the boot. I don't know if I know you want to get to the Zoe Kravitz thing. I think that's where we'll end.
Okay.
Unless, is there anything big?
Well, I can probably find another racist actor.
There's plenty.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. Cody, do you have anything?
No.
Logan?
I'm taking a look.
Don't search up. We can talk about racist actors for a whole show. I want you to end on your Zoe Kravitz thing, and then we can plug and wrap. I think it's been a very fun episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was fun. Thanks for having me on. Nice to meet you. This is the first time we met.
We're not ending right now.
I know. I'm just
gonna
saying.
say, he's like, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. I'm
wrapping
out.
up-
Okay,
I'm
bye.
getting the
Wrapping
fuck
up
outta
is
here.
so cheesy.
I'm going to the
It's
Calgary
so-
Zoo.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like
I booked my flight. It's like $20. It's pretty good.
Could you imagine? I go to the Calgary Zoo every fucking
hey,
weekend.
Lamia, I'm not going to be in class tomorrow.
Like I'm going to the zoo.
Nobody knows who Lamia is.
Lamia's our teacher. No, they know. Okay, Zoe Kravitz. So she posted on Instagram and said, love going to the Oscars, which is apparently now where you can assault other people. And then that was on Instagram. And somebody, I guess, posted it on Twitter and said, oh, but I guess you can be a pedophile.
Oh, it's because she sexualized Jaden
because
Smith
she
at like
sexualized
16.
14. Sexualized Jaden Smith when she was 14, but if you read the full quote, and I'm not defending her and saying, well, she's not. Like,
You just think she's hot.
So then, but she was like, I think she's like, I gotta control myself around this 14-year-old. Like, how the hell is he 14? Like I know he's 14. Like, I'm gonna wait. And it's
Did she
my
say
God.
that?
something like that?
Are you?
I'll find it.
I'm gonna wait.
Hold on, Logan.
Hold
Hold on. You can't just say that and be like, fuck, I think that's what she said.
I'm paraphrasing. I'm finding it.
Okay, but paraphrasing means you know what she said. You're just saying, fuck, I'd fuck him if he was older than 14.
I'm looking. Someone talk about something while I look.
Logan is looking. He's looking.
No, UCL Kikuchi has
Will Smith posted something on
26,000
Instagram about it. I
followers,
didn't
and he's
know
only
that.
following one person.
Who?
Kikuchi, the Blue Jays pitcher.
Oh, I wonder who he's following.
Some
Okay,
chick.
so this is what she said
UC.
on her Instagram.
That's actually funny.
Here's a picture of my dress at the award show where we are apparently assaulting people on stage now. She looks okay in the dress. It's a nice dress.
We don't need a Zoe Kravitz dress rating.
And here's my picture of the dress at the after party. Wow, where we are apparently screaming profanities and assaulting people on stage now. She's really mad about that. And then I'm looking, I'm scrolling. The timeline pulling on receipts, blah, blah, blah. Apparently she's assaulted other people. And then she...
Are you going to find the quote, or are you just going to blah, 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 you did
They write
this?
this article in such, like, fat font. Where is it?
Here's my font
I found
opinion.
it. I found
Times New Roman
I can't
sucks.
believe you're 14. I have to check myself, like, what I say to you.
Oh my god.
When you're older, we'll hang out. Nope, that's inappropriate. You're 14. So I basically got the quote wrong. I am not saying the wrong thing.
You
When
didn't
you're
say
older,
the right thing.
we'll hang out. That's weird. I maybe say grooming.
That's 100% grooming.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on grooming?
I think dogs need it.
That's funny. That's funny, but that's fun. I didn't know about that.
I can't believe she didn't hit that. Like,
She probably did.
You think so?
I still think Zoe Kravitz played a very good Catwoman.
Why do all the good ones come out as pedophiles and racists? Mark Wahlberg had a great track record before they found out about the Vietnamese people he beat to death.
Did you hear? This is off topic, but did you hear that quote of Mark Wahlberg? And he was like, "If I was on the plane for 9/11 with my kids, all I'm saying is I would have stopped
There
it."
would be no 9/11.
He's like, "Me and my kids are on that plane. All I'm saying is it wouldn't have happened." That's a real quote. Did you know Mark Wahlberg was also a rapper in his teen?
I
Like Trevor Bauer.
He was. Marky Mark.
Yeah, Marky Mark on the Funky Bunch.
Yeah. I found there's another quote here. 2 years after that interview, where he's 14, where she's saying that she called Jaden her date and the love of her life.
Zoe, what the fuck?
Wow. Bro, just get with Robert.
You haven't seen Batman, right?
I want to see it soon. I think I might go Friday.
Okay, then I won't go into because me and Cody saw it.
Oh yeah,
and I think that
That's really
movie's
good.
well, like
great.
Yeah.
What's like your favorite part? And you can, if it's a spoiler, that's fine.
I won't talk about it.
Okay.
Don't talk about
Riddler's in it. I know that. Penguin's in it.
it. Yep.
There's a Joker thing at the end. I know that.
Very end. Very,
Is that
very.
the only three villains?
Joker's not really a villain in there.
Oh,
It kind
but,
of just
but
sets
he's
up
a
a
villain who
sequel.
shows up. So are those the only three that show up?
He doesn't show up. It's in prison.
Those are the only three villains that are shown on screen.
He is not really shown on screen. It's behind a door.
Yeah.
Good try, though, Logan.
Is Kite Man in it?
I don't even know who that is.
No, Kite Man? I'm not seeing the movie. You don't know who Kite Man is?
No, I'm sorry.
Yes. Guess what his power is?
Fly
He's a
kites.
villain.
He can fly.
He uses a kite to fly.
Yeah.
That's the lamest fucking villain ever.
That is kind of lame. I gotta
Really?
be
Because
brutally
there's
honest.
a guy
He uses
called
a
the
kite.
Joker who just wears face paint and says, "I'm the
See, but
clown."
he's
What's your
he.
favorite Joker quote?
I don't have a favorite Joker quote, but my favorite Joker is Heath Ledger.
Do you have a favorite
Same.
Joker quote?
No.
I do. You want to hear it?
Nope,
No?
because it's not a real Joker quote, and I'm not gonna let you say it on the podcast.
That's fine. No.
You can say it after,
Okay.
because I know it's not a real Joker quote.
Why?
Nope. I think we should wrap. We are.
Why do 80...
Stop. We are almost an hour 30 in.
Wow. Long show.
I think we should wrap because it's 8:30 our time.
Who else's time?
We've been at this school for 12 and a half hours. I want to fucking go home.
I've been here since like 8, 12 and a half.
You
How long
just
you been here? 2 hours maybe?
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Pretty
Well, no, you got here a bit before we started.
2 hours.
2 hours.
I don't
That's tough.
think the time of when we've been here is something we should get fixated on.
School sucks your soul out of you, especially if you're here after hours.
We spend a lot of late nights.
Last week too.
I think we should wrap. I'll let Logan start because you're our guest. Do you want to plug anything?
Follow me on Instagram.
What is it?
I'm kidding. Logan LOGAN .mac. So Logan .mac 2. I think I check.
How do you?
I don't use Instagram a lot. I just want followers. Or no. Can I change what I want to promote?
You can promote everything
Okay.
you want.
Follow me on Twitter at _G__eases. So G__ ESUS. There's a photo of me bald. And then it's Logan.mac2. So LOGAN.MAC2.
Also, check out Logan's After Hours show, Meet the Class.
Meet
I
the
was on
Class,
that last
yeah.
week. Tons of fun. It's on nr92.com from 5 to 6 on Thursdays.
We have some good guests. Ethan was on.
That's it?
Well, they don't know Ewan.
Yeah, they don't know who you is.
Ethan was on. We talked about his life. It was fun.
Cody, you want
What?
to plug anything?
Cody Misyk.
Where?
Everywhere.
That's
Yeah, you're
fine.
on Twitter now.
I should be everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you.
LinkedIn?
No.
Oh, so not everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, not everywhere.
Wow,
but
you're not on LinkedIn? Wow.
Man, you're missing the conversations on LinkedIn.
You on MySpace?
No.
Can I ask one question because you're a business major?
Sure.
Dinner with Jay-Z or 500 grand?
Cody is thinking. This is the thinking song.
500 grand.
That's what I picked too, and I think Logan's different.
Oh,
Jay-Z,
I-
baby, he will
no.
teach you how to get that 500 grand. And you
Are
have a
you-
nice dinner.
I'll
Are you
just-
saying that to be funny, or are you saying that to be serious?
I kind of believe it at this point now. I've said it so long, ironically. But
We've
now-
talked about this live on air.
Yeah, I just believe it now, ironically.
I'll take the
unironically.
money.
But I'm
I'll
thinking
take
about
the money because you can. This is like nerd speak, but you can invest that money and make double
Yeah.
that if you invest right.
Man, I wish I was 14 years old and rich. Then I have a chance with Zoe.
I wish I was 14 and rich too.
Hang out with Zoe.
Follow Cody. Follow Logan.
Oh yeah.
Can I get to it?
Well, you asked.
You
us.
love to interrupt.
You know, you asked us. I'm doing you a favor.
You
and
love
asking
to interrupt on.
See, always like this. He's cranky. Baby's cranky.
Actually,
Well, it's
he
bec-
usually isn't cranky when it's just me and him. If
I'm not
honest.
cranky, but this is the second show that you and me have done together back to back, and I watched you. I watched you take one of our radio breaks and be like, "Shout out Ethan's mom." You like shout out Mama,
We also talked about how I thought sugar dissolved pee or something like that.
which I think is crazy. For people who don't listen actively to my after hours show,
Why don't you?
yeah, why don't you? Logan, for like a decade, thought that the more sugar you ate, the more it dehydrated you.
No, like rehydrated you almost. So like it would
You
take
thought it sucked up your pee.
I thought it would like make you not have to pee. So I ate I speed ran a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
No, he was like, I got to pee so bad. And, he's
I got it.
Oh
got
my
it- got it so
gosh.
bad.
like, and then you Googled it, and it's
It's the
salt.
opposite.
Salt dehydrates you.
Sugar makes you need to pee more because it makes your body work
Oh my
harder.
god.
So
No, and like for some reason, like
He's like, I gotta pee. He's like, Sour Patch
no,
Kids. I gotta pee more.
even if it did like dehydrate you, it wouldn't take the pee from your bladder and
well,
suck it
you
up.
need to get the.
It doesn't just
dehydrate
go
somewhere.
away. Okay, since we're wrapping, I'll plug
Okay.
Ethan Maat, ETHAN MAAT. That's on Twitter and Instagram. You could follow mine and Cody's, not mine and Cody's, but well, yeah, technically mine and Cody's, but the podcast, YouTube, SoundCloud,
TikTok.
Instagram is all Misyk and Maat
And Apple
Sports
Music.
Talk. Apple Music too.
That's a big one.
Follow it all. We're gonna be producing. We're producing the most content we've ever produced, and it's very exciting and it's tons of fun. Look for a second episode of the episode 26 of the Misyk and Maat Sports Talk podcast, maybe this week. I know I promised and Cody promised 2 episodes a week, but
Busy week.
we're fucking busy. So we'll see what we can do. Fingers crossed. If not, that's life. Life gets busy.
That's a nice quote to end by.
That's a Breland quote, boys. Life is life.
Boys, life is life.
That was when he kind of hit a cat.
Here's the thing.
He's like, that's life.
I was like, in my mind, I was like, what a perfect way to end. Life is life. And then Cody goes, that's when he almost killed that fucking cat.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I
That was
think
the
he
day
did
he hit
hit
the
that
cat,
cat.
and he's like, boys, I just hit a cat.
I mean,
And
We'll tell-
Hoom's like, do you mean car? And he's like, no, a cat. And he's like, life is life.
Dude,
new
we are
quote to
so,
end by.
dude, we
Cats
are so
have 9
close to
lives.
wrapping, and then Cody opens up a brand new story. Like, right as we're
Did the
Well,
cat,
if you didn't
the cat
say-
live?
I don't know. It was like
no.
11 at night.
So it was on Life 9. You guys see the trailer for the
Logan.
I'm kidding.
We have to wrap. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Love you guys.